For a good chunk of my life, I was more Jello than gelled, because I'd always refused to solidify into the guy I was brought up to be. I didn't want to be that guy. So I wandered unfinished, searching for something I didn't know what, working on shrimp boats, drilling rigs, traveling to Europe and back, always too weird, too odd to belong. In desperation, I flung myself up to New York City, to the East Village where little earthquaked art was happening. I liked what I saw and who I saw, and set out to construct my own me, refusing to give up despite that frequently offered advice, mostly from myself, but not always. I fluttered around like a bird with a broken wing till one day, miraculously it seemed, that wing healed and I could fly. And this guy who'd always been a bozo, always a misshapen, discomforting presence, found he'd become what he wanted to be, an artist. When lovers first meet, the countdown begins, and they slowly or even rapidly become more and more like who they really are, less adorable, less lovable, till they're close to who they really are. And then they go past it, to be less than who they really are, because they're unhappy, disenchanted, angry, and slightly past the blackest, bleakest moments they've shared. These once true lovers break up. All the mulberry trees in New York City are mine. Don't touch them. They're mine. I don't really have to threaten anybody since I've never seen anybody eating mulberries. What's wrong with people? I was gorging on a few over. Maybe I don't want to say. Maybe there's some mulberry thieves out there. But they were so sweet and juicy, fell into my hand. My God, they gave themselves to me. Whew. One of the tragical tragedies of my life is that, for reasons never explained, mulberry trees with their branches grow beyond my reach. The mulberries, unobtainable. Seems like a plot, right? If so, I'll get them for that. Till then, don't touch them, they're mine. All the mulberry trees in New York City are mine. And of course, they're berries. My two favorite American poets are Charles Bukowski and Emily Dickinson. I've loved Emily since I was in elementary school. The only authenticated picture of her shows a 16-year-old with large, lovely eyes, immense possibility, but no way my imagining of fearless Emily. Recently, I heard about a picture that many think is of Emily. And when I saw it, she looked just the way I wanted Emily to look. I saw courage, intelligence, strength, sensitivity. If someone had said, "This is the genius, blah, blah," you think, you bet. I'm just happy she looks the way I always thought she would. After Loomis died, like anyone else in my position, I was certain I would never ever see my buddy move, talk, sing, play guitar. It just wasn't gonna happen, right? I mean, we don't believe in that kind of stuff, do we? Then Jim C., artist, videographer, chronicler of the East Village art scene, sent me an email saying he'd found some footage of Loomis. He knew I was looking. And when I saw that footage,
that's like when I was 16
I was so happy.
We're still susceptible creatures to beauty.
The idea that I would see my buddy do all the things a live person does, I was like Lazarus' brother. you doing? Where are you going? This butterfly thinks it's a bee. Butterfly's on steroids. Whoa, 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 slow down, buddy boy. You ain't no bee, you ain't no hummingbird. What you doing zooming back and forth? Take a break. I'm starting to get worried about you. You could have a heart attack, die. Who's gonna tell your family? I don't speak butterfly, and I don't see anyone around who does. How can they get closure if you disappear and they never see you again? Whoa, 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 slow down, butterfly. Slow down. I left New York like a bird. I had to. And where I was headed held no certainty of being where I stopped. As the plane crossed the country in that night, and maybe it was the lights in the ground twinkling in the cold that made me think it, but I started thinking, now I know what it's like to be a Christmas tree. A Christmas tree is brought home and everybody's happy. It gets dressed up and loved like it's the best thing in the world. It sees nothing but smiles when eyes turn to it. Then the day or the week after Christmas, it gets stripped, dragged out, and tossed into the street. That's how I felt leaving New York.